my breathing. It's so nice, it's like a blanket on my life.
All right, hey, this is the 3-Minute Book Club, where our general policy is, if you have an interest in a thing, want to know more about a thing, a TV show, a movie, a book, something that someone else you know has a hobby in, and you want to just learn more about it, why not read a book about it? This is Ohio-based, and this one's sort of, hey, we're here in Ohio. I'm snowed in when I'm recording all these in succession. So, we're in a place, why not read some books set in the place? I've done Ohio history. I did some real local ones where I talked about William Zink and local books, and even mentioned and talk about places and stuff. This one is Ohio set. All of these are novels. They're not meant to be clear histories, or they're not meant to be anything other than novels that are set in Ohio. The first one, the highest rated one for me, is called Ohio, and this one is by Stephen Markley. And if I have this one right, this is the story of people who gather back in Ohio, northeastern Ohio. It seems like I think it's set in like Medina, Wadsworth kind of area, and they're returning back, all come into town for a reunion, and some sort of sketchy stuff happens where they have to relive some things they went through as kids. Again, novel, and that's by Stephen Markley. I need to read that one again someday because I have a vague memory of that one. Markley also wrote a book about Iceland, about a travel log about going to Iceland. After, I guess, he was in Ohio, he felt comfortable in Iceland, and I can tell with all this snow I have when I'm recording this. So anyway, that's Ohio by Stephen Markley. The next one I'll reference is called A Hell Called Ohio by Hamilton. A Hell Called Ohio. This one is a little bit of a sort of blue-collar loner, and sort of his wrestling with being blue-collar, with some things going on in his life. I think it deals with a sort of natural disaster, and he has to sort of do some stuff to prepare for a flood. I think it's that one that does that. And then it's also his trying to relate or get out of being as lonely as he is. That one's called A Hell Called Ohio by Hamilton. The next one I'll mention is Cuyahoga, a fun book if you like sort of fun, easy reads. I've referenced this one before in previous 3-Minute Book Clubs a long time ago. This one's by Beatty. This book is called Cuyahoga. It is a novel, but it tells the legend, sort of tall tale, American style tall tale. It's like a lengthy tall tale about Cleveland and how it was settled and how the formation of it and why the landscape is what it was. We forget that Cleveland was once sort of the cutting edge, and all that, this is not in the book, but all that Art Deco stuff that's there, it tells of an era in Cleveland. But this book is about why Lake Erie is shaped the way it is, and a tall tale about the flats and some of those areas. So that's Cuyahoga by Beatty. The last one I'll mention about set in Ohio, like you can't do set in Ohio and not talk about this because it's probably the biggest classic, not necessarily a favorite, but it's a classic, and it's set in Ohio, and that one's called Winesburg, Ohio, and that one's by Sherwood Anderson. That's considered a classic. It's not really a big one for me. It's lower on my shelves. I did read it. It's sort of Amish country, Ohio, and I don't have a great memory of it. But it's a classic, and people will have read that. So if you're looking into sort of the staple book set in Ohio, that's definitely Winesburg, Ohio. All right, so today we talked about Ohio by Stephen Markley, A Hell Called Ohio by Hamilton, Cuyahoga by Beatty, and Winesburg, Ohio by Sherwood Anderson. Books set in Ohio. Might not be your favorite thing to be set in Ohio yourself, but books about the place where you are. If you're in a place, why not read a book about it? Take it easy.